He still had slightly floppy jowls, and was a long way from resembling the fit and toned specimens that paraded around the cardio room in tight biker shorts and T-shirts advertising the previous marathon they had run. "Okay, James." Bennett lifted the barbell so that James could settle them gently back onto the stand straddling the padded bench. "Let me just catch my breath before the next set." Bennett closed his eyes and focused on his breathing. While he waited, James watched Murphy's trim figure as she ran with a seemingly effortless stride, and the black rubber of the treadmill moved beneath her feet like a fast-flowing stream. As he stared, Murphy's attention was drawn to the reflection of two blonde-haired women entering the cardio room. Her face broke into a smile, and she waved at the pair vigorously. James did his best not to drool, nudge Bennett in the side, or blatantly ogle every square inch of the newcomers. He believed the women must be visitors, because he would have certainly noticed the gorgeous blondes if they lived within the county, which was located in a rather isolated area of Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains. His town, Quincy's Gap, did not have a shopping mall, trendy restaurants, or boutiques selling the latest in haute couture, but today, apparently, two movie stars were present in the middle of Shenandoah County. After all, James reasoned to himself, no one else but a starlet could have such shiny blonde hair, flawless skin, enormous blue eyes, and a body with more curves than a road on Skyline Drive. And what's more, there were two of them. Twins, it looked like. The young women moved with languid grace as they crossed the room, seemingly unaware that all of the men had ceased their activities and stood like mute statues in front of weight machines, ellipticals, or stair climbers. A squeaking noise below James's chest distracted him from the sight of the beautiful women. Bennett, who was slowly suffocating beneath the weight of the barbell resting on his chest, was desperately trying to get his friend's attention. "Oh, sorry." James grabbed the barbell and struggled to return it to its metal holder. Bennett took in a great breath, and then, his lungs recovered, hollered, "What kind of spotting is that? You almost killed me, man." Bennett sat up, rubbing his sore pectorals. "Do I have to send you to Jillian for some of her hocus-pocus herbal remedies to improve your attention span? Jeez." "Hey, you can't blame me," James mumbled, poking Bennett and pointing in the mirror so that he'd see the two blondes who were standing next to Murphy's treadmill, beaming at her with two sets of blinding white teeth. "Damn." Bennett stopped rubbing his chest. "Those girls are not from around here. You think Murphy's doing some kind of Miss America story or something? Twins in the same pageant? Doubtful. They could be from two different states," Bennett argued. "The one on the left could be Miss Virginia, and her sister could be Miss West Virginia." "That's pretty unlikely, Bennett." James observed the women more closely for clues as to who they were. "Look, the one on the right is wearing shorts with the Blue Ridge High red-tailed hawks logo." Bennett cleared his throat as he gawked. "Those shorts never fit any high school girl like that. They're tight as a wetsuit. The sweet thing must have dug that pair out of the lost and found at the elementary school." James laughed. "They're a bit snug, that's for sure. And those two are almost as dark as me." Bennett continued his appraisal. "Where'd they get color like that?" "Probably from tanning." "In the dead of fall?" Bennett asked in disbelief. "Yep, there are salons where you can go just to get a tan." James smiled at his friend. "Some people spend their hard-earned money to look like they've been to the beach, when really they've been sitting inside a claustrophobic capsule, frying beneath light bulbs."